Hey everyone, Mark the Movie Man here, and it's that time once again. And I've kind of got some of these reviews backed up, so I wanted to bring them to you. And today I'm covering another fan film that is hit online that has a comic book theme. Last month we looked at Pamela and Ivy, and this month we're looking at Miles, a Spider-Man fan film. It was adapted, directed, and edited by Terrell Christie, and we get the story of Miles Morales, who witnesses the falling and the demise of everyone's favorite superhero and web slinger, and we see how he comes into his own and wants to pick up the mantle a little bit reluctantly of fighting crime in his neighborhood. He's tired of seeing things go down, but in his first major conflict that he has, there's a wrench thrown into the works as he comes across a familiar face, and we see how Miles has to deal with discovering just what powers he has, what capabilities he has, and how far he will go to be a hero. Miles, a Spider-Man fan film, surprised me quite a bit in a number of ways. For fan films, usually you're looking at it going, okay, I mean, production value is all right, and they do a little bit, it has kind of the feel of the comic book, but a lot of times they're hit or miss. This is a solid hit, folks. I loved the performance of Laken Mims as Miles Morales. Such a solid performance by this individual. You feel that he's Miles, and there's some great moments that he has in here as he's discovering his powers. He made it his own. It's not like you see him trying to mimic other Spider-Man performers. He's definitely making Miles his own character, and he accomplishes that very well. You feel for him. You want to see him accomplish things and want to see just what he can do, what his capabilities are. So you're right there with him, and that's thanks to the performance of Laken Mims. And now one of the other characters in here playing Rocket Racer, Robbie Farrell, is Finch Moore, and loved her performance in here. So she gets some great scenes in here as a Rocket Racer, someone who Miles does know, and we see some great moments for him, some dialogue in here. The performance and then the line delivery in this film was really well done too for a fan film like this. I love the performances of everyone, even Dylan Yeager in here, who gets to play the Shocker. I enjoyed his character as well and his performance, because there's a little bit of an interesting angle with his character where you're not quite sure actually where he sits as far as the good and evil thing goes. So I liked that as well. The special effects in here, yes, you have that for for what type of film it is, a comic book film, were, I would say 95% of the special effects scenes in here were just solid, spot on. It like just a hair from thinking that these clips were actually taken from a Hollywood production. So yeah, outside of a couple of scenes in here that they had as far as special effects go, they really sell you on him being another web slinger and slinger. And yeah, I loved it quite a bit. The special effects in here that really sold it, especially when it came to Miles and his character. Action sequences in here are really well choreographed. I enjoyed the fight scenes. They felt real. They flowed well. The editing of this plays out great. I loved how they put the narrative together in this movie. And yeah, it's a solid short film that if you're a Spider-Man fan, you need to check out. Miles, a Spider-Man fan film, because I'll put a link down below, because it is worth a watch and it deserves attention. So there you have it, folks. Please check it out if you have checked out Miles, a Spider-Man fan film. Leave your constructive comments down below. Always love to hear the thoughts of fellow movie maniacs out there. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out our Patreon as well, as we got some other great things there for very reasonable prices. I thank you for your support, and until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.